Hey guys, happy Monday. It's your girl Chrissy Pips. Welcome back to the channel. Now, if you enjoy the content and you don't want to miss out on what's coming up next, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. But if you're here, you're interested, right? So let's get into it, okay? Now, in the last video, we talked about having an organized plan and we touched on creating a mastermind group and the benefits of doing the two of those things. So if you've started to create your mastermind group or you've come up with a list of people and you started to jot down those ideas, let me know in the comments below, okay? Now, today, we're going to go to the next part, which is decision.
The revolution will be live.
Now, decision by definition is a conclusion or resolution reached after consideration. So to start off on the right foot, let's keep in mind that the decisions that we make, we want to stick with, and the better decisions are going to come after careful consideration and the weighing of odds in a situation before entering into it. Okay? Now, for me personally, I kind of do like the pros and cons method. I take out a piece of paper, I make my list of pros and cons, and then in addition to that, I do try to run my ideas or my thought processes past the people in my life whose opinions I value enough to take into consideration and whose feedback I consider to be valuable. You know how you have those few friends who actually tell you the truth? You know, you ask them and they'll tell you like, that shirt don't go with those pants, right? Or they'll tell you it's too soon for you to buy that house, right? So if you have some of those people in your life, that is fantastic. Those are some of the people that I look for to be part of my mastermind group too. So think about that. But we want to say these decisions are reached carefully, right? So the decision making plays an important factor. So the majority of people who fail to accumulate money to support themselves or their families are generally easily influenced by other people's opinion. They allow outside sources to think for them. Like the book says, opinions are the cheapest commodity on earth. Okay? So if you're influenced by other people's opinions, when you reach a decision, your heart's not really in it, you know? You're not really at that high probability for success, or you won't really be able to turn that desire into money as easily, right? It's not really your desire anymore, right? You didn't make the decision for yourself. You made it based on the information that you got from other people. Other people talked you out of that part, right? So that's one of those sticky things. So that's why I say I choose the people that I ask my deep questions. I choose them very, very meticulously. I choose people who I aspire to be like, who are at those levels above where I am, so that I have that understanding that their information is not coming from a place of competition or coming from a place of jealousy. They're already successful. So that's another pro tip to kind of take into consideration. But let's see. How can I put it? If you're influenced by the opinions of others, you won't have the desire that'll keep that fire lit under you, that keeps you going when the journey gets tough, right? So by reaching your own decision, you are taking advice only from the members of your mastermind group. You'll always be at a high probability for success. Remember, your mastermind group is not a group of yes men and women, right? You're not choosing those people who appease you, right? They're there to challenge you. They're there to help you see a different perspective to help you see things from the opposition, right? And it's to help you grow at the end of the day. Now, let me know in the comments below if you know at least one person you want to create a mastermind group with. Okay, let me know if you've been in a mastermind group or still are in a mastermind group, because that's always nice to know. Like I said in the last video, I'm in a mastermind group and I was put into it and didn't even realize what was happening. It was done so smoothly. It was great. I love it. And these people, like, I know I can bounce ideas off of, and I get honest feedback. And literally, like, all of us have different backgrounds, which in my opinion makes it a lot more valuable, because you get to see more than just the way that you think. You get to see somebody that thinks entirely on a different level, and you get to see how they process your idea. So that's always like a phenomenal experience to have, you know? And that growth means sometimes that you have to hear that you're wrong, or that the information is not exactly correct. But because this is your mastermind group, just remember that it's coming from a safe place that allows you to reevaluate, which also increases your chances for success, right? Because at the end of the day, we're only doing all of this so that we can see ourselves and the people around us succeed, right? So remember, be flexible in understanding other people's opinions. You definitely want to be flexible in trying to understand where they're coming from, because that definitely could be a place where somebody in your audience or your target demographic is coming from. So you want to know how to handle that. And it's always good to know how to handle it in advance, right? Now, that's why we do stress be very selective in the people that you have in your mastermind group, right? Close friends and relatives, while they do mean well, you know, they do mean well, and sometimes they do try to come at you in a like sarcastic, ridicule type way from a place of humor, but it doesn't always come off that way. So friends and family, like, you choose your friends and family. If you're going to put them in a mastermind group, choose to be very selective, okay? Because they love you, and sometimes that filter is not there, or sometimes too much of a filter is there. So just be selective. Yeah, it's just crazy how many people have these complexes where they're well-meaning, but it comes from a real ignorant place. So just don't let them stop. Did you see the other video? I'll put up the little tag thing. Boss up and choose your circle, okay? Put it in the tag. But you have a brain and a mind of your own, so use it. Reach your own decisions. And remember, if you need more information or you need to get the facts right, just try to do that and get the information, but try not to spill too much of your plan, depending upon where you're getting your information from. Because remember, not everybody is out to see you succeed. And that's the saddest thing that I've been learning over the past couple of weeks. Like, not everybody is out to see you eat. Like, they want to eat what's on your plate and leave you there. And it's a sad fact. But just keep that in mind as well. If you wish to acquire like a new habit or promote another decision, just try not to talk too much. If you talk more than you listen, then you deprive yourself of like many opportunities to get more useful information, you know? So you definitely want to make sure that you're not doing that. Oh yeah. So you know how everybody say move in silence? This book, Think and Grow Rich, this book, it's really a big proponent of move in silence. That's why we are very selective in who we choose to share our information and our ideas with, because you want to show the world your idea that you had once you've already brought it to fruition. You trust me when I say you will not realize how many people are out there to just eat you alive your ideas and take them for their own. So the reason why this book is the first book, this is the first book in the series that I'm doing, is because this is going to set the framework for everything that we do going forward. Okay? So just give me a little bit of feedback. Like I said, this is a new channel, so I'm definitely looking for some more ideas. If you guys know what book we should break down next, let me know, because breaking down the books is very fun. My intent is to go back in a couple of weeks once we finish this book. Well, maybe in a couple of months once we finish a few books, and revisit the books to see how we've grown and to see if our perspectives have changed. So if you have any suggestions, let me know in the comments below. I might even put a poll up here just to see if there's I have a couple books that my mastermind group does, but I'll see if you guys would like prefer one of those more than the other one. Okay, but that brings today's video to a close. You want to be able to make sound decisions, and that's that. Now, we have talked a lot about the mastermind group. There's an entire chapter, I think 2 or 3 weeks from now, an entire chapter that's dedicated to the mastermind group. So we are going to dive deeper into it. Don't worry. I'm not going to leave you hanging and leave you with the details on the side. Okay? But if you enjoyed today's video, like I said, please, please, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And thanks for coming to Mindset Mondays. Like, these are getting so big now. Like, I think do I have the list out? I have a couple new subscribers. I got Post-it notes everywhere, like all over my computer. So we got Hi Chef. We have Jayla, Randy, Just Juju, and Chantel that are my latest subscribers. So shout out to you guys. Thank you so much for joining the channel. But thanks for stopping by. I'll see you guys later.